Hi everybody, a new video with a new toy coming to you today, and maybe you've seen my previous video on the Panasonic Lumix GM1. I was happy with the camera in terms of image quality and everything, but I was not happy because it wasn't solving an issue of having a pocketable camera, and still I wanted to have something in the Micro Four Thirds system, so I got rid of that one. And for pocket I have my Sony RX100 Mark III that I'm recording this on, and my Ricoh GR. And so I got something that is even a little bigger than the GM1, but that's not an issue then, because as far as using it, it becomes actually better than that. And that is the Olympus OM-D E-M10, I think it's called, yeah. And I just picked it up, and they had this offer with the kit zoom lens, and in addition to that, the 40 to 150 also basically a kit lens. However, since usually I wouldn't take it because I will hardly be using these lenses because I go for fixed focal lengths, and actually I got myself the 45 1.8 by Olympus, and then I have the 20mm 1.7, and I have the lens cap, body cap lens. But since when you get a kit, when you get the body alone, adding just the package price is so insignificant, and having the lenses is not bad. If I really want to say I go on a trip Micro Four Thirds only, which will not happen probably, but if I want to do it, I can do it with that. So enough words, let's proceed to the unboxing. Okay, now here's the box it comes in. It was actually in a larger box because the telezoom lens was in it too, but it still has the original box with it. So this is what you get when you buy something like this. You have some paperwork. Then you have this little box where probably there's even more paperwork. Yep, it's paperwork. So just one thing that maybe you all do, but I usually don't go to the manual that I get with the camera. I leave that wrapped up, and I download a PDF version from the website if available, and keep that on my smartphone or my iPad, and I have it with me all the time when I need it. So what's in the box? This probably, I would assume, is the lens, because it comes with these new pancake zoom lenses. This is it, and in fact it's really small, because if you take the caps off, this is a tiny little thing. It's definitely it's not, well, it's obviously not a very fast lens, and I don't know how good it is, but it's something that if you just put it on the camera and have it with you, it's better than nothing. Then you have, probably you don't care about chargers, which you have here, and a battery, and cables, I assume, and everything. So let's get to the bottom of it, and let's take out what we're all looking for and want to have a look at, and that's the camera itself. This is the black one. There's a silver one where, well, basically the top and the bottom part are silver, and this is a tiny little camera. I mean, it's the shape hints to something like an SLR, but the camera itself is so small. It's like far less than the palm of your hand, and the reasons why I decided to take this when I decided to get rid of the GM1 is basically first of all, I've become kind of a friend of in-body image stabilization, because even this one, I want to use it, for example, with some Leica lenses. And if I put on like a 50mm Leica lens, which cropped turns out to be like an equivalent to 100mm, and I don't have in-body stabilization, it's really hard to handhold it or move around with it and do quick photography. And then I like the viewfinder. I mean, really, unless I have a really small camera, and even there with the Sony RX100 Mark III, I love that viewfinder. So if the form factor allows for it, really having a viewfinder, in my perspective, is an absolute plus. So let's just see how it looks when we put on the kit lens. Okay, the Micro Four Thirds sensor. Now let's see how this one works. Okay, there we go. It's a tight fit, but this is a nice little camera, and I have to say, compared to the GM1, the GM1 is kind of flat. It doesn't have anything to hold on to, and this one really, with this rubber thing that looks like it's almost like a beaver tail on a gun. It's really nice to hold, even if you're moving it around. You never really have the impression. And then you have this front grip here. It's just a hint of a grip. It's not really huge, but it's something that allows you to hold the camera like that and just feel safer than having something that you feel slips out of your hand. And in some cases with the GM1, I really had the impression that that's what might happen. Let me just see if I can show you if there's a little bit of charge on the battery. Maybe I can show you how this comes out. Let me get the paper, the box out of the way. So this is where you put in the memory card and the battery. Let's see if there's enough charge on the battery. Maybe. It turns on with this one. It's the first time I have a camera that has this kind of... Oh yeah, it works. So, sorry, let's do this again so I can show you how... Yeah, you have to get used to that, but... so basically this is the camera in the off position. And when you turn it on, the zoom, the lens comes out, and then you can zoom it with this ring. But the overall length doesn't change substantially. It's insignificant, a few millimeters. And then you turn it off again, and it comes in. And I have to say, it seems to be pretty fast, because I turn it on, off, on. And so that's also something that is interesting. Now I have to get into the menu system a little bit. I've never used an Olympus camera. I have no idea how they work. And oh yeah, they were nice at Olympus. They delivered it with a basically fully charged battery, or maybe it's one of those like delivery settings. I don't know. Okay, so I will obviously be able to show you more in a few days. I will be using this, not so much with the kit lens, but mostly, I suppose, with what I already have and this lens, which I intend to use for some portraits. It would be interesting to see how that works. Okay, this is the lens. Oh, feels good. Feels okay. I don't know if it's it's metal. I thought I heard that the body was mostly plastic and it felt a little bit plasticky, but I'm kind of happy with it. Looks good, feels good. So this is the 45mm. It's a 90mm equivalent, and that makes it a pretty decent lens for portraits. And actually, even with this one on the camera, it's a nicely small setup. Yeah, they're tight. The lenses are tight, but seems to be normal. So even with this one on, it's a nice, you know, it's should be nice to work with it. Okay, enough said so far. I will try it out a little bit and come back to you with more in a few days or maybe a week or two. Thanks and have a great day. Bye bye.